what are you doing? Duplicate. Stay away from me!
She's in the Dino dimension. We have to go in and get her back. Forget it. We can't go out the way we came in.
But there are no other doors here.
I thought we were walking into a trap. The Dino dimension doesn't function like the real world. To navigate through this place, we're gonna have to use our imagination.
What?
Imagination!
You are nuts. We have to save Aiyanna, so I'm getting out of here.
We're not gonna get her out that way.
Well, Mr. Imagination, what are we supposed to do?
Remember how I always say that Dino Rob gets weaker the more we count down on top 5?
Yeah?
I think it's time I show you how to do the Mario.
Hey, paisanos! It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
My name is Walter Benaziac. For months, I was trapped in the evil Dino Rob's Dino Dimension, a place where I was duplicated dozens of times. Eventually, I managed to escape, but now, Dino Rob is sending his army to take me back. With the help of my friends, we fight them off and hope to ultimately take down Mr. Rage Dinosaur. The more we count down, the weaker he gets. This is Top 5. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show was a huge success when it first aired in 1989 and well beyond. It starred pro wrestling manager Captain Lou Albano as Mario and Danny Wells as Luigi. The show usually opened and closed with short live-action segments that featured Mario and Luigi in their Brooklyn home trying to get by with their plumbing business. Almost every episode had a guest star, and some of them were pretty well known at the time.
The bulk of these episodes were the 15-minute cartoons in the middle. They covered the Marios protecting Mushroom Kingdom from King Koopa and his minions. The series ran for 65 episodes. While all of them featured live-action segments, only 52 played Mario cartoons. The remaining 13 featured the Legend of Zelda animated episodes that played every Friday.
This show was absolutely meant for little kids. There wasn't much to be invested in if you were an adult or even teenage Mario fan back in the day. However, it has a real charm to it that is undeniable. The live-action segments especially showed off a strong chemistry from its leads. Along with the cartoons, some of them are still entertaining to watch all these years later. But which are the best ones? These are the top 5 best Super Mario Bros. Super Show episodes. Number 5. Slime Busters. This was a parody of Ghostbusters, and one of the more involving live-action stories. Ernie Hudson guest stars as he and Mario try to exorcise an evil spirit that has possessed Luigi. Sticking to the Ghostbusters theme, it's a very slimy evil spirit. This was good old cheesy fun. Like the whole show, it's extremely dated, but that's part of its charm. I mean, just look at Ernie Hudson in this.
Ernie Hudson, thank goodness you're here!
I'm not back in 10 minutes. Put a dime in the meter.
Got you covered.
As the episode goes on, Luigi's possession worsens until he starts physically transforming. The Legend of Zelda cartoon The Ringer aired along with this, but for Mario-related fun, this live-action segment is an entertaining little piece of nostalgia that's short enough to still get a kick out of.
Number 4. Defective Gadgetry.
It's the crossover we never knew we wanted.
In his first live-action appearance, Maurice LaMarche plays Inspector Gadget. He goes to the Mario Brothers for help in fixing his malfunctioning Gadget body, but they aren't very well versed in fixing broken cyborgs, so hijinks ensues.
What do you say, Inspector?
What? I have one question, fellas.
What's that?
How long have you two been working for the evil Dr. Claus?
Why, I oughta...
The production company Deke put out both this show and Inspector Gadget, so a crossover with their biggest character at the time must have seemed logical. Admittedly, it's a bit surreal seeing Gadget on the screen 10 years before the Matthew Broderick movie. In any case, it made for a zany, lighthearted, and somehow historical episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
By the way, where did you find my new spare parts?
Oh, I got him at that novelty store on 33rd and 3rd.
A novelty store?
Right.
A novelty. That figures.
Gadget would reappear once more in the live-action segment Treasure of Sierra Brooklyn. Unfortunately, that episode is extremely difficult to track down. With both Gadget episodes featuring a Zelda cartoon instead of a Mario one, they're missing from the Super Show DVD set. Before we move on, I should mention this episode also features the first live-action appearance of Dr. Mario.
Are you ready, Dr. Mario?
Number 3. Flatbush Koopa / Opera. Now this was an interesting episode of the cartoon. King Koopa and his forces have finally been defeated, or so we think. With Mushroom Kingdom seemingly saved, the Mario Brothers find a way back to their home of Brooklyn. However, when they arrive, they see that King Koopa has already been there wreaking havoc for some time. He's even remade the Statue of Liberty in his own image. It's now up to the Marios to save their home before Koopa and his Troopas completely take over. While a lot of these cartoons can feel pretty lackluster and even cheap, this one stands out and breaks the status quo. Almost all of the animated episodes take place in the Mushroom Kingdom, so it was a nice change of pace to see Mario and Luigi have to fight Koopa on their home turf. We see battles at Coney Island and the Brooklyn Bridge. While Koopa's plan is uniquely weird, turning everyone into bricks, his Troopas are hilarious in this story.
Yes, Your Majesty. Now I know why they call this an amusement park. Nothing's more amusing than mashing Mario Brothers.
I can't get enough of that voice. I know it's pretty much Marvin the Martian, but the fact that all of them sound exactly the same is just really funny to me for some reason. This episode is attached to the live-action segment Opera. It's pretty dull and generic as this show goes, so I'd say skip that and just watch the cartoon. It's a good one.
Hey! Do you have any idea how expensive that is? Let me guess. The answer is wah.
Number 2. Star Koopa / Santa Claus is coming to Flatbush. This is a solid 1-2 punch in both the animated and live-action segments. In the live-action Santa Claus is coming to Flatbush, the brothers are just about as poor as can be. They don't have enough money to buy each other gifts or even a full Christmas meal. They may be at their lowest, but they still take in an elderly man for the night whose transportation just broke down. 3 guesses on who that elderly man is supposed to be. This episode has some legitimate heart to it. Since they can't afford to purchase gifts for each other, Luigi gives Mario his own boots off his feet, while Mario gives his brother his own special wrench. It's a good story for kids to see and works on that level. The animated Star Koopa is a Star Wars parody, but actually done really well. A lot of the time the show missed more than it hit on these parody episodes, so this was a bit of a surprise. What made everything work was the trademark line.
May the pasta be with you.
May the pasta be with me.
May the pasta be with you.
All right.
Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas.
And the number 1 best Super Mario Bros. Super Show episode is Plumbers Academy / Glass Nuts. Let's all take a moment and thank the Mario Brothers for dismantling the Soviet Union. In the live-action episode Glass Nuts, Russian leader Mikhail Gorbachev makes an appearance to meet the Mario Brothers and try their famous pizza. It really has to be seen to be believed.
Greetings, Mario Brothers.
Ukrainian sour cream.
You are great Americans. America is great country. Hey, Gobi. Wow.
Best line though? Best line?
First, we watch exciting scenes from Legend of Zelda. Then we give pizza a chance.
Yes, that's real. It's so ridiculous that it crosses over into being amazing. I love it. The cartoon here, Plumbers Academy, is great as well. We see how the Mario brothers became plumbers while also saving Brooklyn from a sewer flood. It's a really fun episode that might have a couple familiar faces hidden within.
The Super Mario Bros. Super Show will always be a worthy nostalgic series when looking back at Mario's TV history. These few episodes should fill your fix if you're ever curious about revisiting the show.
It's working, but we need something else. Quick, do the Mario!
Do the Mario! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step, and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now.
Keep going!
You got it. It's the Mario.
Our way out!
Do the Mario. Swing your arms.
Walter!
Let her go! Save Aiyanna, I'll be right behind you!